एग्जाम में रह गए हैं 3 दिन। इन 3 दिनों के अंदर आपने जितने पेपर कर लिए, लास्ट ईयर के, आई एम टेलिंग यू, if you are able to do at least 7 to 8 question papers, you will get more than 90% marks. More than 90% marks you will easily get in case you have not studied properly. But you only do the papers, only do some 6 7 papers. Okay, ideally we in our institute we do somewhere around 30 to 40 papers. बट अगर आपने 6 7 पेपर भी कर लिए तो 90% मार्क्स आपके आ जाएंगे। तो प्लीज 6 7 पेपर कर लीजिए। ओके, हम यहाँ पे कर रहे हैं सेट 3 लास्ट ईयर का, लास्ट ईयर 2025 का हम सेट 3 कर रहे हैं यहाँ पर। सो ज्वाइन विद अस एंड गो थ्रू द entire test paper. So without wasting time, let's start with the test paper. Okay. So this is the test paper from 2025. Marks का distribution ऐसे रहेगा। Okay, marks का distribution ऐसे रहेगा। MCQs with 4 choices will be from 1 to 18. 1 to 18, one mark each. Then assertion and reasoning questions will be 2 questions, okay, of 1 mark each. Then we have very short answer questions for 2 marks. Then we have short answer question for 3 marks. Then we have long answer question for 5 marks. And then we have case study based question. There are 3 case study based questions. That is for 4 marks each. The total marks is 80. Okay. And please remember that choices are provided in some questions, but for complete question, there is no choice. Some part of the question can have choices. Okay, question paper will be given to you 15 minutes before the exam. Please read through the question paper, okay, and make your strategy on how you're going to appear for the exam. Okay, so without wasting time, let's start. The first question is 7 cos square theta plus 3 sin square theta is equal to 4. Okay, आपको यहाँ पर कोई वैल्यू नहीं दी हुई है। ओके, और आपको एक एक करके वैल्यू डालने की भी जरूरत नहीं है, एक एक वैल्यू डालने की भी जरूरत नहीं है। तो करना क्या है आपको, क्या करना है, यहाँ पर आपने देखा cos स्क्वायर थीटा प्लस साइन स्क्वायर थीटा इज इक्वल टू 1। आपको ये थ्योरम और ये फॉर्मूला पता है। तो आप क्या करेंगे, इसे आप इसको, यहाँ पर 3 साइन स्क्वायर थीटा है, आप इसको भी 3 साइन स्क्वायर थीटा बना लीजिए। तो आपने क्या लिखा, इसे 7 cos स्क्वायर थीटा को आपने लिखा 4 cos स्क्वायर थीटा प्लस 3 cos स्क्वायर थीटा प्लस 3 साइन स्क्वायर थीटा इज इक्वल टू 4। ओके, अब ये 3 cos स्क्वायर थीटा प्लस 3 साइन स्क्वायर थीटा, ठीक है। अब यहाँ पर आपको सिमिलर सा लग रहा है ना अब ये, तो अब क्या करा है, इसमें 3 कॉमन ले लिया, तो आ गया 4 cos स्क्वायर थीटा प्लस 3 कॉमन cos स्क्वायर थीटा प्लस साइन स्क्वायर थीटा इज इक्वल टू 4, राइट। cos स्क्वायर थीटा प्लस साइन स्क्वायर थीटा कितना होता है, 1। तो आपने क्या लिखा, 4 cos स्क्वायर थीटा प्लस 3 इंटू 1, तो 3 इंटू 1 इज 3 इज इक्वल टू 4। नाउ आप 3 को इधर लेके जाएंगे, तो आ जाएगा 4 cos स्क्वायर थीटा इज इक्वल टू 4 माइनस 3 दैट इज 1। अब cos स्क्वायर थीटा कितना रह गया, cos स्क्वायर थीटा इज इक्वल टू 1 डिवाइडेड बाय 4। अब ये स्क्वायर है तो दोनों तरफ का स्क्वायर रूट ले लिया, तो यहाँ से क्या आ गया, cos थीटा इज इक्वल टू 1/2। अगर cos थीटा की वैल्यू 1/2 है तो आपको पता है कि cos की कौन से वैल्यू 1/2 होती है, तो आपको पता लग जाएगा यहाँ से दैट थीटा इज इक्वल टू 60 डिग्री। थीटा इज इक्वल टू 60 डिग्री। तो आपका आंसर क्या है यहाँ पर, आंसर सी। ओके, एक नंबर पक्का। अगले क्वेश्चन पे चलते हैं भाई। द प्रोबेबिलिटी ऑफ ड्रॉइंग एन इवन प्राइम नंबर आउट ऑफ नंबर्स फ्रॉम 1 to 30। अरे 1 to 30, अगर 1 to 30 की जगह ये 1 से लेकर, इवन प्राइम नंबर 1 से लेकर 500 तक भी बोलते तो भी बहुत आसान था। ओके, आपको ढूंढने की जरूरत नहीं है। क्यों, क्योंकि आपको पता है कि प्राइम नंबर्स कौन से होते हैं, जिनके 2 फैक्टर्स होते हैं। ओके, सो पहला इवन प्राइम नंबर है 2, उसके बाद कोई इवन प्राइम नंबर आता ही नहीं है, क्योंकि एवरी इवन नंबर विल हैव 2 एज अ फैक्टर। तो 2 आपका एक अकेला ऐसा इवन प्राइम नंबर होता है। ओके, 2 इज द ओनली इवन प्राइम नंबर। तो 1 to 30 के लिए कितना हो गया, दिस इज 1, favorable outcome is 1, and then we have total outcomes are 30, so it is 1 divided by 30 is the probability of getting an even prime number from 1 to 30। अगर 1 से 500 भी बोलते तो 1 डिवाइड बाय 500 आ जाता फॉर इवन प्राइम नंबर के लिए। तो सिंपल क्वेश्चन था, दिस इज ए इज द आंसर। लेट्स कम टू द नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन। द क्वाड्रेटिक इक्वेशन हुज रूट्स आर 7 and 1/7। ओके, आपको दोनों रूट्स दे रखे हैं भाई। या तो एक तरीका है आप सारे के सारे रूट्स को इसमें डालें और चेक करें कि किससे 0 आ रही है वैल्यू, दैट इज वन वे, बट दैट इज अ वेरी लॉन्ग वे। तो आपको पता है फॉर्मूला, x स्क्वायर minus sum of roots into x plus product of roots. Okay. So this is the equation. This is the equation which we make. So let's make, first of all, we'll find sum of roots. Sum of roots is, that means 7. This is one root and this is second root. So 7 plus 1 by 7. ये कितना आ गया? 7, 7 7 49, 49 plus 1, 50. It is comes as 50 by 7. Okay. And then we have product of roots. That is 7 multiplied. This is alpha plus beta. And this is alpha beta. This is product of roots. 7 multiplied by 1 by 7. So cancel out, it comes as 1. So let's put these values now. So if I put these values, it comes as x square minus sum of roots is 50 by 7 into x plus product of roots is 1 is equal to 0. So let's multiply this equation by 7. So when I multiply the equation by 7, it becomes a 7x square minus 50x plus 7 is equal to 0. So this is the equation. Let's see which one is that. 7x square minus 50x plus 7 is equal to 0. So A is the equation here. A is the equation here. Let's come to the next question. Okay, the least number, which is a perfect square and is divisible by each of these numbers. Okay, let's find out. First of all, let's find the LCM of all these numbers. So LCM of all these numbers means that will be the number which will be divisible by this, this, and this. Okay, so let's find their LCM. So 16, 20, and 50. Okay, so we did 2 8s are, 2 10s are, 2 25s are. 2 4s are, 2 5s are, 25 as it is. 2 2s are, okay, doing like a small kid, so that आप आराम से समझ जाएं, कहीं पर गलती ना हो. 5 1 1 1. Okay. So now if I multiply all these, 2 to the 4, 4 to the 8, 8 to the 16, 16 5s are 80, 85s are 400. So 400 is the LCM. So LCM comes out to be 400. And 400 is also a perfect square. See, there are 2, 2, and 2. So it's a perfect square. So, but 400 is not in the choices. If 400 is not in the choices, then we have to multiply it with some perfect square. So 400 multiplied by 3 is this. Okay, 1200. But that will not make a perfect square. 100 is any which is not the answer. It is lesser than that. 400 into 9. 9 is a perfect square. 400 into 9 is 3600. So that is the answer. Okay. And we know that 3600 is a perfect square of 60. So let's move to the next question now. The coordinates of the endpoints of a diameter of circle are this and this. The length of the radius of the circle is. So we need to find half the distance. These are the coordinates of the diameter. We need to find half the distance. So what is the distance formula? Distance formula is d is equal to square root x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square. So let's put the values. So we'll consider it as x1, y1, and then consider this as x2 and y2. Okay, so x2 minus x1, that is 5 minus 5 whole square plus 2 minus minus 2 whole square. So distance comes out to be 0 plus 4 whole square. Okay, that means 4 square. So answer comes as 16 and finally answer comes as 4. So distance is 4. Right. So this is the diameter, but we need to find the radius. We need to find the radius. If we have to find the radius will be 4 divided by 2. That is 2. Answer is 2. See the coordinates of the length of the radius of the circle. See, can radius be negative? See, this is plus minus 2. I know that square root of 16 comes as plus minus 4. But can radius be negative? Radius cannot be negative. If radius cannot be negative, the answer should be D. Please remember this part. This is the distance. Distance cannot be negative. If it would have been a other number, or if we are just doing a quadratic equation, in that case, answer could have been different here. if they would have asked what is square root of 16, if asked somebody asked this, so square root of 16 is 4 and minus 4. There are two answers to it, plus minus 4. But in this case, when we are finding the radius of the circle, it will not be plus minus 2. It cannot be. So answer will be plus 2 only. So coming to next. This is the point. This, and this are the vertices of triangle, which is an. Okay, in such questions, अगर कोई ऐसा question आ जाए, तो better option is just make it on the graph. Just make a small graph, okay, and do it. Else, if you start finding the distance between this and this, this and this, this and this, that will take a lot of time. It's a 1 marker question. अब 1 मार्क के क्वेश्चन के लिए जान तो नहीं दोगे ना, है भाई? आपको मार्क्स तो चाहिए, और अगर प्यार से मार्क्स मिल जाए तो लड़ने की क्या जरूरत है फिर? ठीक है, अगर ग्राफ शीट दिया हुआ है तो अच्छी बात है, अगर ग्राफ शीट नहीं दिया हुआ है तो जस्ट मैनुअली बना दीजिए. नाउ दे हैव सेड -5 0. -5 0 विल बी दिस पॉइंट. -5, 0. 5, 0 is this point. 5, 0. So you know the distance between these 2 points is 10. यहाँ से लेकर यहाँ तक 5 और यहाँ से लेकर यहाँ तक 5. The distance of this line is 10. Okay, the other point is 0, 4. 0, 4 is this point. तो ये एक ऐसे करके ट्राइंगल बन गया ये. Now you tell me what do you think is the right answer here? See, this side will be equal to this side. चाहे 5 से आप 4 पे जा रहे हैं, चाहे -5 से आप 4 पे जा रहे हैं, the distance will be same. So basically these two sides are equal. Okay, and this side is much bigger, 10. So you can see that their two sides are equal. Okay, the third side is much bigger than those. So the answer is an isosceles triangle. हम इसे कंप्यूट भी कर सकते हैं, ऐसा नहीं कि कंप्यूट नहीं कर सकते हैं. आप इनका डिस्टेंस निकालिए इन दोनों के बीच में, फिर इन दोनों के बीच में, फिर इन दोनों तीनों के बीच में. तो आप तीनों का डिस्टेंस निकालिए, उससे भी आप निकाल सकते हैं इसे. ऐसा कुछ वो नहीं है कि अगर वो पाइथागोरस ट्रिपलेट बन रहा होगा तो राइट एंगल ट्राइंगल बोल दीजिए उसे. ओके, अगर दो साइड्स इक्वल है तो आइसोसेलेस, तीनों साइड इक्वल है तो इक्विलैटरल, तीनों साइड डिफरेंट है तो स्केलिन ट्राइंगल. बट इन दिस केस बना करके करोगे जल्दी हो जाएगा, और एग्जाम में टाइम जो होता है ना कम ही होता है हमेशा. चलते हैं अगले क्वेश्चन पे. इन द गिवन फिगर आर एस इज द टेंजेंट ऑफ द सर्कल एट द पॉइंट एल. ठीक है भाई, आर एस टेंजेंट है, एंड एम एन इज द डायमीटर. ठीक है जी, डायमीटर भी है एम एन. इफ एंगल एन एम एल इज इक्वल टू 30 डिग्री, ये एंगल इन्होंने बताया 30 डिग्री है. सो आर एल एम बताओ भाई कितना है. आर एल एम कितना है? तो पहले तो आप यहाँ से, टेंजेंट है तो सेंटर भाई, टेंजेंट बनाया है तो सेंटर से तो करके, टेंजेंट का एक ही रूल है ना, इट टचेज एट वन पॉइंट एंड मेक्स एन एंगल ऑफ 90 डिग्री. तो पहले 90 डिग्री एंगल बना लेते हैं. जब हमने 90 डिग्री एंगल बनाया तो हमें पता चला कि भाई ओ एम इज इक्वल टू ओ एल. ओ एम और ओ एल तो बराबर है क्योंकि दोनों रेडियस हैं. अगर ये दोनों रेडियस हैं और ये 30 डिग्री एंगल है तो ये वाला एंगल कितना होगा? ये एंगल भी 30 होगा. अगर ये एंगल 30 और हमें पता है पूरा एंगल तो 90 है, ये पूरा एंगल तो 90 है, तो 90 में से 30 माइनस कर दिया तो कितना बच गया ये है भाई? आर एल एम कितना बच गया? आर एल एम मिला के आ गया 60 डिग्री. तो आंसर इज 60 डिग्री. चलिए अगले पे आते हैं. इन द फिगर पी क्यू इज पैरेलल टू बी सी. चलिए, ए पी बाय पी बी, ए पी बाय पी बी इज 4/13, 4/13, एंड ए सी इज इक्वल टू 20.4. ये पूरा 25/4 है, 20.4 है. ठीक है, then the length of AQ is, see, we know that AP by PB is equal to AQ by QC. So let's first divide it into the same ratio. So I can say that these are also in the ratio of 4:13, right? अगर ये 4:13 की रेशियो में है तो ये भी 4:13 की रेशियो में होगा. So if these are in the ratio of 4:13, let's say 4x by 13, सॉरी, इनको दोनों को ऐड कर लेते हैं बिकॉज यहाँ तो पूरा को पूरा दे रखा है, यहाँ तो पूरा को पूरा दे रखा है. तो हम क्या करेंगे, इसे हम लिखेंगे 4x/13 + 4, 17x. हमने क्या किया, 4x बाय कंप्लीट ले लिया हमने. ओके, 4x/17x, 13 + 4 17x इज इक्वल टू AQ बाय 20.4. तो x से तो x का हैप्पी बर्थडे हो गया, राइट? अब आपने इसे एक AQ निकालना है तो AQ इज इक्वल टू 20.4 इंटू 4 डिवाइडेड बाय 17। अगर आप 17 का टेबल देंगे तो 17 1 जा 17 एंड 17 2 जा 34, तो 1.2 इंटू 4, 1.2 इंटू 4 इज 4.8 सेंटीमीटर। So answer comes out to be 4.8 centimeter D. Coming to next. Which of the following statement is incorrect? कौन सा गलत है भाई? Two congruent figures are always similar. Absolutely right. तो जब exactly एक जैसे हैं तो similar तो होंगे ही भाई दो जुड़वा भाई हैं, शक्ल बिल्कुल बुरी मिलती है तो similar तो लगेंगे ही ना। A square and a rhombus of the same area are always similar. भाई ये तो गड़बड़ लग रहा है, ये तो गड़बड़ लग रहा है भाई। एक स्क्वायर होता है ऐसे है भाई, और रोम्बस होता है ऐसे। रोम्बस के अंदर सारे साइड इक्वल होती हैं बट ये एंगल 90 डिग्री के नहीं होते। और हमारे को पता है कि सिमिलर फिगर्स के अंदर चारों एंगल बराबर होने चाहिए। सिमिलर फिगर्स के अंदर सारे एंगल्स बराबर होने चाहिए। ओके, तो यहाँ पर हो सकता है कि एंगल कम ज्यादा हो, तो ये जरूरी नहीं है कि स्क्वायर एंड रोम्बस ऑफ सेम एरिया आर सिमिलर, सो दिस इज फॉल्स। आगे भी देख लेते हैं वैसे। टू इक्विलेटरल ट्रायंगल्स आर ऑलवेज सिमिलर। यस, इक्विलेटरल ट्रायंगल हमेशा सिमिलर ही होते हैं एक दूसरे के। टू सिमिलर ट्रायंगल्स नीड नॉट बी कॉन्ग्रुएंट। डेफिनेटली ये दोनों सब करेक्ट है, तो दे आंसर इज बी। लेट्स कम टू द नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन। The sum of exponents of prime factors in the prime factorization of 4004। भाई लेट्स फाइंड आउट, पहले तो इनके फैक्टर निकालो। तो 4004, तो 41001। अब हम किससे करें भाई? इसे 11 से कर लेते हैं। 11 9 जा 99, 99 के बाद 1 बचा 91, एंड वी नो 13 इंटू 7। ओके, हमें यहाँ 4 से नहीं करना चाहिए था, प्राइम नंबर लेना चाहिए था हमें। तो प्राइम नंबर के लिए हम क्या करेंगे? हम इसे लिखेंगे 2 इंटू 2। 4 को हमने लिख लिया 2 इंटू 2 इंटू 11 इंटू 13 इंटू 7। राइट, सो आ गया ये 2 टू द पावर 2 मल्टीप्लाइड बाय 11 टू द पावर 1 मल्टीप्लाइड बाय 13 टू द पावर 1 मल्टीप्लाइड बाय 7 टू द पावर 1। सो अब इनका हमने बोला है कि सारे एक्सपोनेंट, सम ऑफ एक्सपोनेंट, सारे एक्सपोनेंट्स का सम करो, दैट इज 2 प्लस 1 3 प्लस 1 4 प्लस 1 5। सो आंसर आ गया हमारा 5। Okay, coming to next question. In a cricket match, a batsman hits the boundary 7 times out of 42 balls। मतलब 42 बॉल्स में 7 तो उसने चौके मारने हैं उसने, बाउंड्रीज। ओके, द प्रोबेबिलिटी ऑफ नॉट हिटिंग द बाउंड्री, बाउंड्री ना हिट करने के लिए। सो भाई देखो 7 बार तो बाउंड्री मार रहा है, तो 42 माइनस 7 टाइम्स वो बाउंड्री नहीं मार रहा है। 42 माइनस 7 टाइम्स बाउंड्री नहीं मार रहा है। एंड व्हाट आर द टोटल चॉइसेस? 42। सो 42 माइनस 7, 42 माइनस 7 कितना होता है भाई? 35 डिवाइडेड बाय 42। तो 35 डिवाइडेड बाय 42 तो आंसर में नहीं है, तो लेट्स कट इट डाउन। 7 5 35, 7 6 42, 5 बाय 6। हाँ जी, 5 बाय 6 आंसर के अंदर है। सो दिस इज द आंसर वी हैव। If a large circular pizza is divided into 5 equal sectors। अब एक पिज्जा के 5 टुकड़े कर दिए, तो ये बेसिकली ये ऐसे करके बड़ा सा पिज्जा है, इसके 5 टुकड़े कर दिया हमने। 1 2 3 4, थोड़ा छोटा बड़ा हो गया होगा मेरे में, लेकिन एक्चुअली इनके बराबर है। इक्वल सेक्टर्स, द सेंट्रल एंगल ऑफ ईच सेक्टर इज। अरे भैया हमें पता है कि ये पांचों का सबका मिलाकर के 360 होता है। सारा एंगल 360 डिग्री का है ये, तो 360 को हमने 5 से डिवाइड कर देना है। 5 से डिवाइड कर देंगे तो सेंट्रल एंगल मिल जाएगा। ये भी कोई क्वेश्चन है 10th क्लास के लिए। तो 5 7 35 एंड 22, तो 72 डिग्री का एंगल है एक, मतलब ये एंगल 72 डिग्री है, ये एंगल 72 डिग्री, ये एंगल 72 72 72। ओके, चलिए नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन करते हैं। इफ साइन थीटा इंटू 1045 इज इक्वल टू सेक 60 डिवाइड बाई के, देन फाइंड द वैल्यू ऑफ के। भाई इन्हें सबकी वैल्यू रख दो आप। साइन 30 की वैल्यू कितनी होती है? 1/2। 1045 की वैल्यू कितनी होती है? 1 इज इक्वल टू सेक 60 की वैल्यू कितनी होती है? सेक 60 होता है हमारा 2 डिवाइडेड बाय के। ओके, अब के को क्रॉस मल्टीप्लाई करें तो के इज इक्वल टू आ गया 4। के इज इक्वल टू 4, तो आंसर आ गया 4। चलिए आगे बढ़ते हैं। The line represented by the equation x minus y is equal to 0। x minus y, see x minus y is equal to 0 can also be written as x is equal to y। भाई x और y बराबर बराबर है, x और y बराबर बराबर है, तो अगर मैं इसे नंबर लाइन पे डालता हूँ, नॉट नंबर लाइन पे, ग्राफ में डालता हूँ। तो अभी x की वैल्यू अगर 1 है तो y की वैल्यू भी 1 है। तो पॉइंट्स क्या क्या होंगे, 0,0, 1,1, 2,2, ये सारे पॉइंट्स ऐसे आते रहेंगे। अगर वैसे तो -1, बिकॉज सब कुछ x और y तो बराबर है, तो लाइन कैसे बनेगी है, सो 0,0 यहाँ पे रहेगा, 1,1 ये 1 है, यहाँ पर ये 1 है तो 1,1 यहाँ पे आएगा, 2,2, 3,3 -1। सो बेसिकली दिस इज द लाइन विच इज गेटिंग कंस्ट्रक्टेड लाइक दिस। अब देखते हैं चॉइसेस क्या क्या है इनकी। पैरेलल टू x एक्सिस, नो भैया, दिस लाइन इज नॉट पैरेलल टू x एक्सिस। पैरेलल टू y एक्सिस, नो। passing through the origin, yes it is passing through the origin, so this is the answer. And let's check the fourth one, passing through point 3,2। अरे भैया जब ये और ये बराबर हैं तो कैसे 3,2 हो जाएगा, तो ये भी नहीं है आंसर। चलिए नेक्स्ट पे आते हैं। द टेंथ टर्म ऑफ एपी, हमें इस एपी का टेंथ टर्म निकालना है। ओके, तो टेंथ टर्म क्या होता है भाई, हमारे पास है A10 इज इक्वल टू A1 प्लस 10 - 1, देयर इज n - 1 इंटू 1 इंटू d। अब इसमें हमें क्या क्या चीज चाहिए निकालने के लिए, A1 हमारे को पता है 5 है, A1 तो ये रहा, n हमें पता है 10 है, ठीक है, तो हमारे को चाहिए d। तो d निकालने के लिए हम क्या करेंगे, हम करेंगे सेकंड वैल्यू में से फर्स्ट वैल्यू को माइनस कर देंगे, मतलब किसी भी ए एन वैल्यू में से an - 1 वैल्यू माइनस कर देंगे तो d आ जाएगा। तो करते हैं 19 डिवाइड बाई 4 -5, तो इसका एलसीएम लिया तो 4 आ गया, इज 19 - 20, इट कम्स एज -1/4। तो डी की वैल्यू तो भाई -1/4 है, नंबर घटते चले जा रहे हैं ये। तो अब निकाल लीजिए A10, अब तो सिंपल हो गया। तो A10 निकालने के लिए हमने लिखा A10 इज इक्वल टू A1, द फर्स्ट वैल्यू इज 5 प्लस n was 10, so it is 10 - 1 इंटू -1/4। अब निकलती है वैल्यू इसकी धीरे धीरे करके, तो ये आ गया +9 इंटू -1/4। ओके, और ये आ गया 5 - 9/4, एलसीएम ले लिया, इसका एलसीएम लिया तो क्या आया 4, ये आ गया 20 - 9, 20 - 9, तो 20 - 9 इज 11, 11/4। सो आंसर 11 कहाँ पर है ना चॉइस, चलो है 11/4 इज द आंसर। चलिए अगला क्वेश्चन करते हैं। इफ -4 इज अ जीरो ऑफ द पॉलिनोमियल, -4 इज जीरो ऑफ द पॉलिनोमियल, भाई जीरो ऑफ द पॉलिनोमियल क्या होता है कि अगर हम -4 की वैल्यू उस पॉलिनोमियल में डालें तो पूरी इक्वेशन जीरो हो जाएगी। तो आप उसकी पूरी इक्वेशन में डाल दीजिए, ठीक है, ये इक्वेशन ये रही, तो इक्वेशन में डाला तो इसे क्या आ गया, ये -4 का स्क्वायर माइनस -4 -2 + 2k इज इक्वल टू 0। तो -4 की वैल्यू हमने x की जगह डाल दी, एंड दैट शुड गिव अस द एंटायर इक्वेशन शुड बिकम 0। -4 का स्क्वायर कितना होता है 16, माइनस इंटू माइनस प्लस, +4 -2 इज इक्वल टू 0। तो 16 + 4 20, 20 - 2 इज 18, सो 18 - 2k इज इक्वल टू 0। तो यहाँ से आ गया 2k इज इक्वल टू 18 एंड k इज इक्वल टू 9। हमारे पास चॉइस है 9 की, तो आंसर लगा देते हैं 9 का। ओके, द इक्वेशन ऑफ अ लाइन पैरेलल टू x एक्सिस एंड एट अ डिस्टेंस ऑफ 3 यूनिट्स बिलो द x एक्सिस इज। तो एक लाइन जो पैरेलल होती है x एक्सिस के, उसके अंदर क्या चीज कांस्टेंट रहेगी, भाई ये पैरेलल है लाइन, तो क्या चीज कांस्टेंट रहेगी आपकी। मान लीजिए एक पॉइंट ऐसे करके लेता हूँ, चलिए एक लाइन नीचे है यहाँ पर, तो हम x तो मूव करेंगे, x की वैल्यू चेंज हो रही है बार बार, इसकी वैल्यू चेंज नहीं हो रही है, y की वैल्यू चेंज नहीं हो रही है, y की वैल्यू चेंज नहीं हो रही है, बिकॉज when I say y, that is the distance from the x-axis. When I say the coordinate or ordinate, ordinate is means that the distance from the x-axis. That means उन्होंने बोला distance कितना होना चाहिए, 3 units below the x-axis, 3 units below the x-axis. That means -3. That means y की वैल्यू जो है वो -3 रहनी चाहिए, y is equal to -3 रहना चाहिए। अभी जैसे देख लेते हैं, एक पॉइंट लिया हमने से 0, -3, फिर हमने लिया 1, -3, फिर लिया हमने 2, -3। सो बेसिकली x की वैल्यू तो चेंज होती जा रही है इस लाइन के साथ, लेकिन y की वैल्यू हमेशा सेम रह रही है। तो ये लाइन पैरेलल इज, इट इज पैरेलल टू x एक्सिस। सो आंसर इज y इज इक्वल टू -3। कमिंग टू नेक्स्ट वन, द HCF ऑफ दीज थ्री नंबर्स इज। सी HCF निकालने का तो भाई सिंपल तरीका होता है, वैसे आप तीनों के फैक्टर ले लीजिए आप, तो 40 के फैक्टर क्या है 2 into 2 4, 4 into 2 8, 8 into 5 40, और 110 के 11 into 10 that is 5 into 2, then 360 के फैक्टर, तो 360 तो 40 का पहले ले लेते हैं, पहले 2 into 2 into 2 into 5 40 into 9 into 3 into 3. ओके, दिस इज दी फैक्टर्स आ गए आपके, ये 40 के हैं फैक्टर्स हैं, ये 110 के फैक्टर्स हैं, और ये 360 के फैक्टर्स हैं. अब इनमें हाईएस्ट कौन कौन से कॉमन है, देखिए ये 2 कॉमन है, ये 2 कॉमन है, ये 2 कॉमन है, तो मतलब हमने एक 2 को बाहर लिख लिया. और कुछ कॉमन है, फिर हमने देखा 5, इस 5 को भी कॉमन ले लेते हैं, ये 5 है, ये 5 है, तीनों में आ रहा है ना ये, जो तो तीनों में कॉमन हो. ओके, कॉमन फैक्टर तो वही होगा ना, हाईएस्ट कॉमन फैक्टर, ये आ गया. और कुछ कॉमन है इसके अंदर, भाई इसके अंदर तो 11 ही रह गया, और बाकी में 11 है ही नहीं, तो दीज आर द ओनली कॉमन फैक्टर्स, तो 2 into 5, दिस इज द हाईएस्ट कॉमन फैक्टर, so answer is 10. Let's come to next one. Assertion. Assertion मतलब ये एक स्टेटमेंट मारा है इन्होंने. कॉमन डिफरेंस ऑफ AP 5 1 -3 -4 इज 4. भाई डिफरेंस, कॉमन डिफरेंस निकालते कैसे हैं हम, इस वैल्यू में से इस वैल्यू को माइनस करते हैं, मतलब an+1 में से an वैल्यू को माइनस करते हैं, तो पता लगता है कि d आ जाता है ये, राइट. दैट मीन्स 1 - 5 इज इक्वल टू -4. सो ये स्टेटमेंट लिखा है कॉमन डिफरेंस इज 4, भाई कॉमन डिफरेंस 4 नहीं है, -4 है, गलती से लिख दिया शायद, तो ये स्टेटमेंट तो इनकरेक्ट है. ठीक है, नाउ क्या लिखा है, कॉमन डिफरेंस ऑफ AP दिस इज ऑब्टेन्ड बाय an-1. यस, दिस इज राइट, दिस स्टेटमेंट इज राइट. सो दे आर सेइंग फर्स्ट A इज इनकरेक्ट बट R इज करेक्ट. कहां पर है वही लिखा है, आंसर इज D, assertion A is false but reason R is true. Okay, so let's come to the next one now. It says the pair of linear equation this and this will have infinitely many solutions if p is equal to 1. भाई इनफाइनाइटली मैनी सॉल्यूशंस कब हो सकते हैं, जब एक लाइन ये है और उसी के ऊपर दूसरी लाइन भी है, बेसिकली इट इज वन एंड द सेम लाइन, इट इज वन एंड द सेम लाइन. और वो कंडीशन कब होती है, वो होती है जब a1/a2 इज इक्वल टू b1/b2 इज इक्वल टू c1/c2 होता है. ओके, तब ऐसा केस होता है जब दोनों ट्राइंगल, दोनों लाइंस एक दूसरे के ऊपर होती हैं और इट हैज गॉट इनफाइनाइटली मेनी सॉल्यूशंस. लेट्स फाइंड आउट. इन्होंने लिखा है कि P, दिस इज A1, यहाँ पर आ गया A1, ये आ गया B1, ये आ गया C1, यहाँ पर आ गया ये A2, ये आ गया B2 एंड ये C2. लेट्स फाइंड आउट. सो ने लिखा है इफ P इज इक्वल टू 1, तो P की जगह हम 1 लिख देते हैं. 1 डिवाइडेड बाय 2 इज इक्वल टू 3 divided by 6 is equal to 59 divided by 118. So 1 divided by 2 is 3, 1 divided by 2, 59, 2 is 118, 1 divided by 2. Basically, this condition is meeting. When this condition is meeting, what does it mean? This means that the lines are on top of each other and this is one of the same line. Okay, there is no different line. This is one and the same line. So it will have infinitely many solutions. So A is correct. A is correct. Now let's come to the second one. If a pair of linear equations this and this has unique solution, then P should not be equal to 1. Now we know for unique solution what happens. We want that A1/A2 should not be equal to B1/B2. This is for unique solution. So let's find out. A की जगह P दिया हुआ इन्होंने, तो P divided by 2 should not be equal to 3 divided by 6. Okay, सो 2 को इधर मल्टीप्लाई कर दिया आपने, तो ये आ गया P should not be equal to 2 into 3 divided by 6 and P should not be equal to 6 divided by 6, that is 1. This is also correct. This is also correct. So A is correct and R is correct. A is correct and R is correct, right? But R is not the reason for it. R is not the reason for it. Okay, this is a different question. This is a different question. So basically both are correct, but these are not the reason for it. So we have to see where exactly both are true. So both assertion A and reason are true, but reason R is not the correct explanation. So B is the right answer. B is the right answer here. Okay, so coming to next one. It says, if P and Q are the zeros of the polynomial this, then find the value of 1 minus P into 1 minus Q. तो भाई पहले तो हमें निकालना है कि 1 - p × 1 - p होता क्या है। तो अगर इसको हम 1 - p इंटू 1 - q को अगर हम लिखें तो क्या आएगा, ये आएगा 1 × 1 1 1 × -q -q -p × 1 इज -p -p × q इज प्लस pq। ओके, माइनस इंटू माइनस प्लस। तो इसको ऐसे लिख सकते हैं 1 माइनस कॉमन q प्लस p प्लस pq। Okay, this is what we have to find out. This is what you have to find out. What is this? This is the sum of roots. These are two roots. Q and A, P and Q are roots. So this is sum of roots, and this is product of roots. So let's find out. We know that the sum of roots, that is alpha plus beta, sum of roots कितना होता है? Is minus b by a. And product of roots, that is alpha beta, होता है c by a. So let's find the value. So here in this case it will be p plus q. P plus q is equal to how much? Minus b. This is minus b is, that means minus of -1. यहाँ पर तो 1 ही है ना, यहाँ पर 1, तो minus of -1 divide by a. This is a is 21. And alpha beta is means pq. Pq is equal to c by a. This is c. So this is -2 by a is 21. Okay, so now put the values here. We know p plus q, we are putting the value here, एंड पी क्यू की वैल्यू पी क्यू की जगह पे हम डाल देते हैं यहाँ पे। तो आ गया 1 - 1/21। ओके, माइनस माइनस प्लस, दिस माइनस इज कैरिंग हियर, सो 1 - 1/21 प्लस -2/21। ओके, अब इसका हमने पूरा का एलसीएम ले लिया, तो इट इज एलसीएम आ गया 21, तो इट बिकम्स 21 - 1 - 2, so it becomes 18 divided by 21, and then we can cut it by 3. So it is 3 6 are 18, 3 7 are 21. So answer comes out to be 6/7. Okay, so coming to the next question. In the given figure, the shape of the top of the table is that of a sector. ऐसी table हमने देखी तो नहीं. A sector of a circle with center O. Okay, and angle AOB is equal to 90. ठीक है भाई. If AO is equal to OB, रेडियस है तो सेम ही होना चाहिए. 42, ये 42 और ये भी 42. देन फाइंड द पेरीमीटर ऑफ टॉप ऑफ द टेबल. आपको टॉप ऑफ टेबल का पेरीमीटर निकालना है. अब पेरीमीटर कैसे निकालेंगे भाई इसका? तो हमारे को क्या करना पड़ेगा? हमारे को इसमें ओ ए प्लस ओ बी, ये तो दोनों ऐड करेंगे, प्लस आर्क ए बी. आर्क ए बी, आर्क यहाँ से लेकर यहाँ तक की आर्क पूरी ऐड करनी पड़ेगी. तो हमें ओ ए तो पता दिया है, गिवन है, तो 42 है ये तो, और ये भी 42 है. अब हमारे को निकालने है आर्क. आर्क कैसे निकलेगी? आर्क का निकालने का फॉर्मूला क्या है? θ/360, θ/360 इंटू 2πr. राइट. अब थीटा की वैल्यू कितनी है भाई? ये वैल्यू हो गई 90, तो ये वैल्यू कितनी हो गई? ये वैल्यू हो गई 270. 360 - 90, सो इट इज 42 प्लस 42 प्लस 270 डिवाइडेड बाय 360 इंटू 2πr. 2 इंटू पाई को 22/7 ले लेते हैं, और आर रेडियस इन्होंने 42 दे ही रखा है. तो अब करते हैं भाई कटापिटी इसकी. तो ये तो 3 जा एंड 4 जा, 9 से 90 से काट दिया इसे हमने. ठीक है, और 7 6 जा 42, 2 2 जा 4, 2 11 जा, तो आ गया 42 प्लस 42 84 प्लस 11 इंटू 6 3 जा 18. सो 11 इंटू 18, 11 इंटू 18 कितना होता है आपको पता होगा वैसे, लेकिन फिर भी बता देंगे. 11 18 इज 198 आना चाहिए. So it is 198. Okay, this value comes out to be 8 plus 4 12, 1, 9 plus 1 10, 10 plus 8 18, 1, and this comes out to be 282 centimeter. और कितना था? सेंटीमीटर था ना? सेंटीमीटर. In the given figure, three sectors of the circle of radius 5 centimeter making angles 35 degree, 50 degree, and 95 degree at the center are shaded. Find the area of the shaded region. Okay, we need to find the area of the shaded region. It's a very nice question actually. Okay, why it is a nice question, I'll tell you. Okay, so we will calculate on how exactly. So first we'll find the area of this, we'll find the area of this, and we'll find the area of this. Okay, So what is the area? We know that area of a sector is theta by 360 into pi r square. So theta is the first part. If I say this is 1, this is 2, and this is 3. So first one is 95 divided by 360 into pi r square. R is given as 5 centimeters. So I'll just say 5 square. Okay, second one comes out to be 35 divided by 360 into pi into 5 square. And third one is 50 by 360 into pi r square. So we are calculating all three and then we are adding it. So when we add it, pi r square is common. Pi r square is common. What is left? 95 by 360 plus 35 by 360 plus 50 by 360. Okay. So let's put the values now. 22 by 7 into r square is 5 into 5. And we add it 95 plus 35, 95, 100, 130, 130 plus 50, 180 by 360. So 180 by 360 is 2. And then 2, 11 times here. So it comes out to be 11 5 is a 55. 55 into 5 is 55 into 5. 5 is a 25. 2, 5 to the 5 5 is 25, 27, 275. It's 275 by 7. So it's 275 by 7. And it comes out to be 7 3s are 21. And 65, 7 9s are 63. And then 7 2s are 14 and something. Okay, 39.2, approximately 30.9.2. See, this is the way we did it. But in actual, see, when we know that this, we have the angle 95, we have the angle 35, we have the angle 50. So we can directly add all these. That is 95 plus 35 plus 50. And it finally comes out to be 180. Okay. So when we know the angle is 180, we can directly say 180 divided by 360, the theta by 360 into pi r square. Directly we can calculate this. So instead of writing this, we can directly calculate. The answer will come as exactly the same. There is no difference in the answer because we are taking all the angles together, because the sector sizes are different, but the total of the sectors will be same. So we should have taken this way. If we are doing a competition, and we are, if this question comes in any kind of competition, we should do like this rather than finding the three areas and then adding those. Okay, luckily we computed it together. If we would have computed it separately, it would have been havoc. It would have been difficult to compute that. Okay, coming to next question. It says if tan A is equal to root 3. So if, okay, what value of tan A is equal to root 3? So what should be the value of A? So we know that tan 60 is equal to root 3. We know tan 60. So that means A is equal to 60-degree angle. A is equal to 60-degree angle. So let's put the value of A for sines. So it is sine square 60 divided by 1 plus cos square 60. So now put the values. Sine 60 is root 3 by 2. So it is root 3 by 2 whole square divided by 1 plus cos square 60 is cos 60 is 1 by 2. So it is 1 by 2 whole square. So it becomes 3 by 4 divided by 1 plus 1 by 4. It comes as 3 by 4 divided by 5 by 4. 4 and 4 will cancel out. Answer comes out to be 3 by 5. So coming to the next question. It says in a given figure, D is a point on the side BC. D is a point on side BC. Okay, this is the point BC of triangle ABC such that angle ADC is equal to angle BAC. Angle ADC is equal to angle BAC. It's given here. Show that this. Okay, so see, in similar triangles, my take is we might get confused on which triangle they're talking about. So better option is you make the triangle separately. So let's make the triangle separately. So I'll just say I'll make ABC, complete ABC triangle. This is one ABC triangle. I'll mark it also A, ABC. And I'm making another triangle as ADC. So this is ADC. So they are saying this angle, this is angle 1, is equal to angle 1. This is what they have given. Okay. We also know that in both the triangles, in ABC, in triangle, because you have to write everything in this exam. It's not a competition that you have to directly write the answer. You have to prove it. So in triangle ABC and triangle ADC, okay, angle 1 is equal to angle 1. Okay, as we have mentioned, okay, it is given. You can write angle ADC is equal to angle BAC. So I have mentioned as angle 1 is equal to angle 1. So here I'm mentioning angle ACB is equal to angle ACD. Okay, same angle or common angle. So angle this, if this is 2, this is 2. So now these two angles are same. So if these two angles are same, I can say that triangle ABC is similar to triangle ADC by AA similarity. By AA similarity. So these two triangles are similar. So that means third angle will be equal to third angle. This is 3. So and this is equal to 3. Now we have to write the ratio of the corresponding sides. So the side here is between 1 angle and 2 angle is AC. So I'll just write it as AC divided by between 1 and 2 for this triangle is DC is equal to between 2 and 3 for this triangle is BC divided by between 2 and 3 is AC. Okay, now cross multiply. So it becomes AC square is equal to BC into DC. Okay, or this is the same thing which you're saying, instead of AC, you have mentioned as CA square is equal to CD into CB. Okay, this is what we had to prove. Okay, coming to the next. In the given figure, OA into OB is equal to OC into OD. So OA into OB is equal to OC into OD. So let's cross multiply. So I'll write it as OA by OC is equal to OD by OB. So it says OA by OC is equal to OD by OB. Okay, so these sides are similar. So these sides are proportionate, not similar. These sides are proportionate, and the angle between this is equal. So that means these two triangles are similar triangles. So let's write it. So in triangle AOD and triangle COB, OA by OC is equal to OD by OB. Okay, given. And angle AOD is equal to angle COB, vertically opposite angle. So these two triangles, that means triangle AOD is similar to triangle COB by SAS similarity rule. SAS similarity rule. So these two triangles are similar. So if I say this angle is 1, this angle is also 1. And if this angle is 2, this angle is also 2. This angle is 3, this angle is also 3. So we can say that angle A is equal to angle C and angle B is equal to angle D, because these two triangles are similar. Okay, coming to the next question. At a point A on the diameter AB of the circle of radius 10 centimeter. So the circle of radius, this point is 10 centimeter. From here till here, it's 10 centimeter. Tangent XAY is drawn to the circle. Find the length of the chord CD. We have to find the length of the chord CD. This length we have to find out, which is parallel to XY at a distance of 16 centimeter from A. So if it is 16 centimeter from A, the distance OP will be how much? OP is equal to 16 minus OA. Okay, that is 16 minus OA is 10, that is 6. So OP is 6. This distance is given as 6 centimeter. And what is OC? OC is equal to 10 radius. So if this is 10, now by Pythagoras theorem, we can find the value of CP. So I'll say CP square is equal to 10 square minus 6 square. It comes out to be 100 minus 36, comes out to be 64. So CP is equal to 8. CP is equal to 8. Now the chord CD is equal to 2 times CP. It is 2 times CP because when we make an angle, it becomes perpendicular because this is 90-degree angle. This also will be 90-degree angle. So this any which is the parallel. So it's made as perpendicular. When it's made as perpendicular, so it meets at the center. It meets at the center of the chord. So CD is equal to 2 times CP. So that means it is 2 times 8, that is 16 centimeter. So the chord CD is 16 centimeter. Coming to the next question. Prove that parallelogram circumscribing a circle is rhombus. Okay, this is the figure which I've made here. So parallelogram circumscribing a circle is a rhombus. So basically, it's already given to us. It's a parallelogram. ABCD is a parallelogram. It's given. So ABCD is a parallelogram. It is given to us. And what is a parallelogram? When I say parallelogram, the opposite sides are equal. That means I can say that AB is equal to CD and AD is equal to CB. Okay, this is given to us. This is given to us. And we have to prove that, okay, we have to prove it as a rhombus. And how can we prove it as a rhombus? Rhombus has all the sides equal. Rhombus has all the sides equal. So to prove that ABCD is a rhombus. And to prove it is a rhombus, we want to prove that AB is equal to CD is equal to CB is equal to AD or TA. Okay, this is what you have to prove, that all the sides are equal. Now, to prove it, what we are going to do? So we know that the two tangents from one point. So this, if I take from A, there are two tangents, AS and AP. So AS and AP are equal, we know. So let's write all the tangents here. So I'll just write it as AS is equal to AP. It's a tangent, right? And I can say DS is equal to DR. I can also say that DS I have written here. Okay, I can also say that RC is equal to CQ and the BQ PB is equal to BQ. Okay, so these are tangents. Okay, now add all these. So if I add all these, it becomes AS plus DS plus RC plus PB is equal to AP plus DR plus CQ plus BQ. So we know that AS plus DS. What is AS plus DS? Is AD plus RC plus PB. It is RC plus PB. So we don't know what is RC plus PB. Just I'll leave it like this. Is equal to AP plus DR. AP plus So we know that the tangents to a circle are equal. Tangents from an external point from a circle are equal. So when the tangents are equal, what that means, it is AP is equal to AS. AP is equal to AS. And if I add it to this, PB is equal to BQ, right? Similarly, if I write DR equals DS and RC equals CQ. Okay, if I add all these, it becomes AP plus PB, AP plus PB plus DR plus RC is equal to AS plus BQ plus DS plus CQ. Okay. Now, what is AP plus PB? AP plus PB, it gives us AP. And what is DR plus RC? DR plus RC is DC. So sum of the opposite sides here. Now, on the this side, on this front, if we say AS plus SD, SD. What is AS plus SD? AS plus SD is AD. And what is BQ plus CQ? BQ plus CQ is BC. Right? So we know that the sum of these two sides are equal. We know AB is equal to DC. AB is equal to CD. It is already given here. Okay, so I can write it as 2 times AB is equal to 2 times AD. Similarly, because AD and BC are equal. These are opposite sides of a parallelogram. So I can say AB is equal to AD. So AB is equal to AC. The adjacent sides are equal. So opposite sides were already equal. Now it gives adjacent sides are also equal. That means all 4 sides are equal. That implies that all 4 sides of parallelogram are equal. Okay, that implies it's a rhombus. Okay, coming to the next question. Prove that the angle between the two tangents drawn from an external point to a circle is supplementary to the angle subtended by the line segment joining the points of contact at the center. Okay, so this is a circle. This is a circle, and they're saying this is one tangent, this is another tangent, and this is a center. I can mark it as O, A, B, P. Okay, they want to know that angle APB plus angle AOB is equal to 180. Okay, this is what we have to prove. And this is comparatively a simpler one. Why it is comparatively simpler? Because in a quadrilateral, the sum of all 4 angles is 360 degree. And we know this angle is 90. And we also know this angle is 90. So the sum of angle A and angle B comes out to be 180. So sum of the rest of the angles comes out to be 360. It's 180. So basically this angle plus this angle, we can directly prove that angle P and angle O is equal to 180. So basically angle APB plus angle AOB is equal to 180. We can prove it easily. For the people who have not understood, I'll just do it in detail. So I'll say in quadrilateral, AOBP, in quadrilateral AOBP, angle P plus angle A plus angle O plus angle B. Okay, I'm just writing directly, is equal to 360. Okay, we know that angle A is equal to 90. This is 90. And angle B is equal to 90. So I just say angle P plus angle 90 plus angle O plus angle 90 is equal to 360. So it becomes angle P plus angle O is equal to 360 minus 90 minus 90. So angle P plus angle O comes out to be 360 minus 180. It's 180. And this is what they wanted to prove. Okay, guys. So let's come to the next question. Prove that 1 plus this value is equal to this value. Okay, let's prove it. So we are going to convert tan into sine and cos and cot into sine and cos again. So let's say 1 plus 1 divided by, I'm writing it as 1 by tan square theta is equal to sine square theta by cos square theta. 1 plus 1 divided by cos square theta by sine square theta. Okay, this is LHS. From LHS, we'll take it to RHS. So it becomes 1 plus cos square theta by sine square theta into 1 plus sine square theta by cos square theta. Now taking the LCM, it becomes sine square theta plus cos square theta by sine square theta. And it also becomes cos square theta plus sine square theta divided by cos square theta. You know, sine square theta plus cos square theta is equal to 1. So it becomes 1 divided by sine square theta multiplied by 1 divided by cos square theta. Okay, there's only one formula we have used, is sine square theta plus cos square theta is equal to 1. Cos square theta, cosine square theta plus cos square. This is the only thing which you have used. Now, the same value, okay, what is cos square theta in terms of sine square theta? I'm going to put it as 1 minus sine square theta. So I'll just say cos square theta is equal to 1 minus sine square theta. So I'm going to put this value here. So it becomes 1 divided by sine square theta multiplied by 1 divided by 1 minus sine square theta. So it becomes 1 divided by sine square theta minus sine or theta. That is equal to right hand side. So hence proved. Coming to the next question here. So again, cosec. So we'll write, instead of cosec, we'll write it as sine, and then we'll try to find the values here. Or we can do it directly. We can do it directly. So let's say prove that square root of, we'll take the LCM of it. So when we take the LCM, what happens? This is becomes the square root of cosec theta plus 1 into square root of cosec theta minus 1. Okay. On the other side, it becomes square root of cosec theta minus 1 whole square plus cosec theta plus 1 square root whole square. Okay, let's just open it. It becomes cosec theta minus 1 plus cosec theta plus 1 divided by. So this is a plus b into a minus b. So it remains in square root. It becomes cosec theta. So it becomes cosec square theta minus 1. So it becomes a square minus b square. A plus b into a minus b, a square minus b square. Here, minus 1 and plus 1 gets cancelled out. So it becomes 2 cosec theta divided by. So we know that 1 plus cot squared theta is equal to cosec squared theta. That means cosec squared theta minus 1. Cot squared theta is equal to cosec squared theta minus 1. So this is the value here. So instead of this, I'm going to write it as the square root of cot squared theta. So this value comes out to be 2 cosec theta divided by cot theta. Now putting the value in the terms of sine and cos. So we'll say 2 multiplied by cosec is 1 by sine theta divided by this cos theta by sine theta. So it becomes sine theta will cancel out with sine theta. So it becomes 2 by cos theta, or we can say it is 2 sec theta. Okay, guys. So let's move to the next question now. If the midpoint of the line segment joining this and this is this, and x plus y minus 10 is equal to 0, find the value of k. Okay, so they've given midpoint of this and this. So let's say this point is A and this point is B. This point is a midpoint X, Y. And we have A is 3, 4, and B point is K, 6. So let's find the coordinates of X and Y. So what is X? So X is equal to, we know midpoint formula. Midpoint formula is X1 plus X2 by 2. So it is X1 plus, I'll just show it here. X1 plus X2 by 2, and Y should be equal to Y1 plus Y2 by 2. So we are finding X and Y here. So X1 is, comes out to be 3 plus K by 2. That is X. And Y is equal to, it'll say 4 plus 6 by 2. So this comes out to be 5. 4 plus 6, 10. 10 divided by 2 is 5. Okay, so we know that Y is equal to 5. This one thing which we have found out from here. Okay, when we have found the value of Y, let's put this value of Y in the equation which is given to us. We know that X plus Y minus 10 is equal to 0. So X plus Y minus 10 is equal to 0. This is given to us. Let's put the value of Y here. So it becomes X plus 5 minus 10 is equal to 0. So it becomes X minus 5 is equal to 0. So X also comes as 5. The value of X also comes as 5. Now, putting the value of X as equal to 5 in this equation. So it becomes 5 is equal to 3 plus K divided by 2. So cross multiply, it becomes 10 is equal to 3 plus K. And from here, K is equal to 7. The value of K comes out to be 7. Okay, this question states that the length of the hour hand of a clock is 10 centimeter. Find the area of the minor sector swept by the hour hand of the clock between 5 a.m. and 8 a.m. Also find the area of the major sector. So एक घड़ी घंटाल हम बना लेते हैं जरा सा एक. ओके, यहाँ पे कहीं 5 am 5 होता है और यहाँ पे कहीं पर 8 होता है. तो यहाँ पे जो एंगल आएगा सेंटर से, it will be somewhere like this, right? So we have to find this angle because for finding the area of a sector, we need the angle. So how will we find the angle? See, the entire clock is divided into 12 different hours. So we'll say 1 hour is equal to 360 divided by 12. And from here, it is 8 minus 5. 8 minus 5, that is 3 hours. We have to take 3 hours. So it comes out to be 360 by 12 into 3. So it is 3, 4 is 12, 4, 9 that is 90 degrees. So this angle comes out to be 90 degree. So what is this angle? If this is 90, this will be 270 degrees. Okay, now we have to find the area of the sector. So this complete sector and the other part of the sector, the major sector. So area is equal to theta divided by 360 into pi r square. Put the value here. So it is theta. Theta is 90 divided by 360 into pi. Pi को हम 3.14 ले रहे हैं. Okay. Into r square is 10 into 10. See, radius was given as 10. If radius would have been given as 7, I would have taken pi as 22 by 7. So that the 7 will cancel out. But यहाँ पर 3.14 दिया हुआ है तो मैं 10 into 10 ले लेता हूँ. तो इसके 90 into 4. Okay, 4 से divide कर लेते हैं इसे. So 4 7s are 28. 4 7s are 28. 23, 34. 34 is 4 8s are 32. 4 8s are 32. Okay, 32. 2 is left. 4 5. So this 785. So 7 it comes out to be 78.5. 78.5 centimeter square. So this area covered by the minor sector is 78.5. Now we need to find the area for the major sector also. So for major sector, area will be 270 divided by 360 because the angle is 270 into pi r square. So pi again, I'll take it as 3.14 into 10 into 10. So 270 is 3 by 4. So this value we have already computed. It is 7.78.5. So it is 3 into 78.5. And if I computed this 3 5s are 15, 1, 3 is 24, 25, 2, 7 3 are 21 and 23. So answer comes out to be 235.5 centimeter square. Okay, guys, let's move to the next question. Prove that root 3 is an irrational number. Okay, this is a short question which comes in exam. Root 3 is an irrational number, root 2 is an irrational number, root 5 is an irrational number, 1 plus root 5 is an irrational number, 1 by root 5 is an international number, irrational number. So these kind of questions will come in exam. One question will definitely come. So, and we know that to prove it, we use the contradiction method. So what is contradiction method? We'll say assume, okay, assume that रूट 3 इज रैशनल. हम इसे रैशनल मान लेते हैं, हम इसे रैशनल मान लेंगे. ओके, जब रैशनल मानेंगे तो क्या करेंगे हम इसे? दैट मींस रूट 3 कैन बी रिटन एज a डिवाइडेड बाय b. इट इज कैन बी रिटन एज a डिवाइडेड बाय b. नाउ इफ इट कैन बी रिटन एज a डिवाइडेड बाय b, एंड इसमें हम ये बता देते हैं कि a एंड b आर co-prime. Co-prime means they are prime numbers and they do not have any factor which is common. They do not have any factor which is common. Okay, so this gives us root 3b is equal to a square. Root 3b is equal to a. Erase. Root 3b is equal to a. Now, squaring both sides. When we square both sides, it becomes 3b square is equal to a square. So it says squaring. Squaring. It gives 3b square is equal to a square. What does this imply? It implies that 3 is a factor of a square. 3 is a factor of a square. This is implying, okay, 3 is a factor of a square because 3 is coming as a factor of a square here. Now, what does it mean? That means that 3 is a factor of a. If 3 is a factor of a square, 3 will have to be a factor of a also. If 3 is a factor of a, I can write it as, I can write this as, this is, I'm writing it here. This is first one. Okay. If 3 is a factor of a, what does it mean? That means, now 3 is a factor of a. Now what does it imply? That means 3 multiplied by c, some number, is equal to a. 3 is a factor of a. Now instead of a, so a is equal to root 3b. Right? So I'm just writing the value here. So 3c is equal to root 3b. Okay. Now I'm squaring both sides again to remove this square. So it becomes 9c square is equal to 9c square is equal to 3b square. 9 square is equal to 3b square. Now what does it imply? It implies I'm dividing the entire thing by 3, so it becomes 3c square is equal to b square. Right? Now if 3c square is equal to b square, that means 3 is a factor of b square, and this implies that 3 is a factor of b. This is the second one. So from 1 and 2, 3 is a factor of both a and b. But we assumed that a and b are co-prime. We assume that a and b are co-prime. So that means our assumption was incorrect. Our assumption was incorrect. What does this imply? That root 3 is not a rational number. Okay, or root 3 is irrational number. ये सारा लिखना पड़ेगा, ये पूरी कहानी आपको लिखनी पड़ेगी. सो प्लीज इसको याद कर लीजिए, बिकॉज ये क्वेश्चन आना ही आना है एग्जाम के अंदर. ओके, इन अदर वन फॉर्म और द अदर, रूट 3, रूट 5, 1 by root 3, 1 by root 5, something or the other, this question will come in exam. Okay, so let's come to the next question. It says a sum of 2000 was invested at 7% per annum simple interest. Okay, calculate the interest at the end of first year, second year, third year. Do these interests form an AP? If so, find the interest at the end of 27th year. कर लेंगे भाई, कर लेंगे, जैसा कहेंगे वैसे कर लेंगे. So interest क्या होता है? Interest is equal to P into R into T divided by 100. This is the way we calculate. So P is given as 2000. Okay. And rate of interest is given as 7. Time is given as 1 and divided by 100. So if I compute it, it comes as 20 into 7, 140 rupees. Okay. This is for 1 year. This is for 1 year. For second year, if I say, so interest is equal to P into R into T divided by 100. Same thing. So it is 2000 into 7 into 2 divided by 100. And if we calculate, it comes out to be 280 rupees. For third year also, let's calculate. So interest is equal to same value is equal to 2000 into 7 into 3 divided by 100. Okay. So this will cancel out. 7 3 is 21, 21 into 2. It comes out to be 420 rupees. So it is becoming a series. Okay, 140, 280, 420, and so on. Okay, this is becoming an AP. This is an AP. Now, do these interests form an AP? Yes. The first answer is yes. This is forming an AP. This is forming an AP, arithmetic progression. Now, find the interest at the end of 27th year. So, interest at the 27th year, that means we need to find A27. What is the 27th term of this AP? So, we know that A27 is equal to A1 plus N minus 1 into D. Okay, that means A27 is equal to A1 plus 26 into D. So let's find D first. So what is D is? D is equal to AN minus 1. Okay, so AN, take any term. So we'll take the second term as 280 minus 140 comes out to be 140. So D comes out to be 140. Now put the values. So when we put the values here, it comes as A1. A1 is 140 plus 26 into D. D is 140. Okay. So 140 is common. It becomes 1 plus 26. So it becomes 140 into 27. Let's find out 140 into 27. This value comes out to be 3780. So the interest of after 27th year, okay, after 27 it comes out to be 3780 rupees. Okay, coming to the next question, it says two ships are sailing in the sea on either side of the lighthouse, basically opposite sides. The angles of depression of the two ships are as observed from the top of the lighthouse are 60° and 45° respectively. If the distance between the ships is 100, 1 plus root 3 divided by root 3 meter, then find the height of the lighthouse. Okay, so let's make the diagram first on how exactly the ships are. So here's the lighthouse. And there's one ship here. This is one ship. And on the other side is the other ship. Okay. Now the angle of depression for one side, angle of depression is, one side it is 45 degrees. And on other side it is 60 degrees. So if this is 45, this angle will also be 45. If this angle is 60, this angle will also be 60 degree. Okay, we have to find the height of the lighthouse. This is H. Now they have already given that the total distance from one ship to another is 100 into 1 plus root 3 divided by root 3. This is the distance between the two ships. Okay, so let's find the distance. So if I say this distance is X and this distance is Y. From lighthouse, the distance of A ship is X and B ship is Y. Then let's find out X plus Y and we'll equate it with 100 into 1 plus root 3 by root 3, the distance which they have given. Okay, so let's find out. We'll say tan 45 is equal to H by X. So from here, X comes out to be H divided by tan 45, that is H divided by 1. So X comes out equal to H. Okay, so this distance X is equal to H. Okay, now let's find the value of Y. So we'll say tan 60 is equal to H divided by Y. So that implies that Y is equal to H divided by tan 60, that is equal to H divided by tan 60 is root 3. Okay, so this is the distance. Now X plus Y, we know this is given as 100 into 1 plus root 3 by root 3. This is what is given to us. So let's add the values of X and Y. Okay, so when we add the value, because X and Y is in terms of H, so we will be able to find the value of H by that. So the value of X is h plus the value of y is h divided by root 3 is equal to 100 into 1 plus root 3 by root 3. Okay, that implies that root 3h plus h by root 3 is equal to 100 into 1 plus root 3 by root 3. Okay, and that again implies h common. It comes as root 3 plus 1 divided by root 3 is equal to 100 into 1 plus root 3 by root 3. Now root 3 cancels out with root 3. Root 3 plus 1 cancels out with root 3 plus 1. So this implies that height is equal to 100. Height is equal to 100. So coming to the next question now. Now this question states that the angle of depression of the top and the bottom of an 8-meter tall building from top of another multi-storied building are 30 and 45 degrees respectively. Find the height of the multi-story building and the distance between the two buildings. So we have to find two things here. So there is a multi-story building. So I'll just make some multi-story building here. This is a multi-story building. And there is another building which is only 8-meter tall. So this is 8-meter tall building. Okay, this is 8 meters. So if I just connect it, this will also be equal to 8. Okay, so they're saying angle of depression. This angle is given as 30 and 45 degrees. So this angle is 30. So this angle is also equal to 30. And the other angle is 45. So this angle is 45. So this angle also equals to 45. If the distance between the buildings is, I'll say D. D is the distance between the buildings, and height of the entire building, or height of this part alone. Okay, this part, I'll just say A, B. AB, this distance is H. This distance is H. Okay, so let's find out. So first I'll take tan 45. Tan 45. So tan 45 is equal to H plus 8. Okay, the height of the building is H plus 8 divided by D. Okay, tan 45 is 1. Tan 45, the value is 1. So it is, it implies that 1 is equal to H plus 8 divided by D, or that implies that D is equal to H plus 8. This is first thing. Okay. Now, from we can find the value of tan 30. Tan 30. So tan 30 comes out to be H divided by it's a BP. This is B and this is P. BP, or that is BP is equal to D. So I can say tan 30 implies that tan 30 is equal to H divided by D. Okay. So that implies, what is the value of tan 30? Tan 30 is 1 by root 3. So I'll say 1 by root 3 is equal to H divided by D. This gives us that D is equal to H root 3. So this is another equation. Now we can equate these two equations, the H, this is first one, and this is second one, because both are D's. So we can say H root 3 is equal to H plus 8. So I'll just move H to the other side. It becomes H into root 3 minus 1 is equal to 8. So H is equal to 8 divided by root 3 minus 1. Okay. And let's rationalize the denominator from here. Let's rationalize the denominator. So we'll say root 3 plus 1 divided by root 3 plus 1. So this gives us H is equal to 8 into root 3 plus 1 divided by root 3 square. This is A minus B into A plus B. A square minus B square is 3 minus 1. So it comes as 8 into root 3 plus 1 divided by 2. Or we can say equals to 4 into root 3 plus 1. Okay, so this is the height. This is h. Okay, this is equal to 4 into root 3 plus 1. Okay, so what is the height? What is the height of the entire tower? That is h plus 8. The height of the entire tower, I'll just say h is equal to h plus 8. So that comes out to be 4 root 3 plus 1. This is not root 3 plus 1 here. This is root 3 plus 1 separately. Root 3 plus 1 plus 8. Or we can say 4 common. 4 common, it becomes root 3 plus 1 plus 2. Or we can say 4 common, root 3 plus 3. This is the height. And we know that d is also equal to h plus 8. Okay, that is also same. 4 into root 3 plus 3. So we can compute this value by putting the numbers. Root 3 as 1.73, and then we can find it. Okay, so that you can do. It is like it's like 4 into 1.73 plus 3. So 1.73 plus 3 is 4.73. Okay, 4.73 into 3, it comes out to be 4 3s are 12, 1, 7 4s are 28, 29, 2, 4 4s are 16, 17, 18. So it comes as 18.92. 18.92 meters. So the complete height comes out to be 18.92 meters. 18.92 meters, not very high building. Okay, 18 meters, that means hardly 2 floors. Okay, so coming to the next question. The sum of the areas of two squares is 52 centimeters square, and the difference of the perimeter is 8 centimeter. So first of all, we should know what is the area of a square. The area of a square is a square. So let's say this is one square and this is another square. Okay, I'll say this is a and this is b. So I can say a square minus b square is equal to 52 centimeters square. Okay, so and we also know that the difference of their perimeter is 8. That means a 4a minus 4b, that's the perimeter, that is equal to 8 centimeter. Okay, so 4 common, a minus b is equal to 8. From here we can say a minus b is equal to 2. Okay, so a minus b is equal to 2. Now we have to put the values. So that there are many ways we can solve it. So we can open this part, and then we can find the value of a plus b, and then we can solve it with a minus b, or we can make it a quadratic equation and then solve it, or just do it directly. So what is a? A is equal to b plus 2. So I'm putting this value in this equation. Okay, so it becomes b plus 2 whole square minus b square is equal to 52. So opening this is b square plus 4 plus 2b, 4b, sorry, minus b square is equal to 52. So b square cancelled out. So it becomes 4b is equal to 52 minus 4 is 48. From here, b comes out to be 48 divided by 4, that is 12. So the value of b is 12. Now, we know that a minus b is equal to 2. Right? So putting the value here, so it says a minus 12 is equal to 2. So a comes out to be 14. So we know the sides of it. So find the lengths of the sides. So a is equal to 14 and b is equal to 12. Okay, so coming to the next question. Okay, one more thing. So whenever we're talking about a is equal to 14, a is equal to 12, we must, okay, not should, we must mention centimeter. Okay, in exam, say you're going to top it. If you have not written this, okay, maybe half, 1/4 marks will be cut because of this, and you might not be able to top. Okay, so this question states that the time taken by a person to travel an upward distance of 150 kilometer was 2.5 hours more than the time taken in the downward return journey. If he returned at a speed of 10 kilometer per hour, more than the speed while going up, find the speed in each direction. Okay, so we'll say upward. While going upward, his speed was x. Okay, and the distance traveled is equal to 150. Right? Now, coming down, okay, I'll say downward. For downward speed, they are saying that it is 10 kilometer per hour more. So it is x plus 10, and distance is still 150, isn't it? So they they are saying that for while coming down, it took lesser time. Okay, 2.5 hours less. See, when it's coming with a faster speed, the time will definitely be less. So they're saying this is t1 minus t2. That is the time for going upward. Okay, minus time for coming downward has a difference of 2.5 hours. That is 5 by 2. So let's put this thing. What is time? Time is distance. So time is equal to distance by speed. So we'll say distance is 150 divided by speed minus distance is 150 divided by x plus 10 is equal to 5 by 2. Now I'll take 150 common. It becomes 1 by x minus 1 by x plus 10 is equal to 5 by 2. Now take the LCM here. It becomes x into x plus 10. And x plus 10 minus x is equal to 5 by 2. And I'll take 150 down here. And 5 30s are. So it becomes 1 by 60 here. So this x gets cancelled out with x. So it comes up as 10 divided by x square plus 10x is equal to 1 by 60. Now what does it give? It gives 600 is equal to x square plus 10x. Now this becomes a quadratic equation. So x square plus 10x minus 600 is equal to 0. Now we'll split the middle term to find the value. So it becomes x square plus 30x minus 20x minus 600 is equal to 0. So x common, it becomes x plus 30 minus 20 common, it becomes x plus 30 is equal to 0. So x minus 20 and x plus 30 is equal to 0. This gives x is equal to 20 and x is equal to minus 30. Minus 30 is not possible. Minus 30 is not possible. So x is equal to 20. So while going up, the speed was 20 kilometer per hour. And while coming down, the speed was x plus 10. That is 20 plus 10. That is 30 kilometer per hour. Okay. So let's come to the next question. Next question says that prove that the line drawn parallel to one side of a triangle to intersect the other two sides in distinct point divides the other two sides in the same ratio. Hence, the figures given below prove that AM by MB is equal to AN by ND. Okay. See, there are two things here. The first thing, we have to prove the theorem. It's a theorem that if a line is drawn parallel to one side of the triangle, and that will divide the other side in the same ratio. So how to prove it? So for that, let's make a triangle here. Okay, I'm making a bigger triangle. I explain that because, okay, there's a line which we have drawn parallel here. Okay, and I'll just mention this is A, B, C, D, E. And I'm making a perpendicular from here. So it meets here as M, and I'll make a perpendicular from here to here. It meets here at N. Okay, I'll just join these points, and I'll also join this point. Okay, now I'm taking two triangles. First one is I'm taking ADE, and I'm taking its area. I'm taking the area of ADE, which will taking with AD as base and AE as base. Okay, so I'll just take two sides. Okay, this is first side. So area of triangle ADE. Here also I'm taking area of triangle ADE. Area triangle ADE. What is the area? It is half into base. I'm considering base as AD. And what is the height? Height is EM. Height is EM. Here I'm taking the area as half. I'll consider base as AE. So height will be DN. DN. Okay. This is one thing. Now I'm taking the area, I'm taking a triangle. So area triangle DEB, DEB, basically this triangle, this triangle. So DEB. Okay, so what is the area for this triangle? Is half into DB into EM. Okay, the height is same. And on the other side, I'm taking area of triangle DEC. Okay, I'm taking this triangle this time. I'm taking this triangle this time. Okay, so it is area triangle DEC. So it is equal to half into EC. I'm taking EC as base. And the height comes as DN. Okay, height is same. So now we have, now I want to divide this area. I want to divide the area of ADE. So area ADE divided by area DEB is equal to, it becomes half into AD into EM divided by half into DB into EM. Okay, so EM will cancel out, half and half will cancel out. This comes out to be AD by DB. Okay, now on the other side, I want to tell you that area of triangle DEB, is equal to area of triangle DEC. Okay, area triangle DEB is equal to area of triangle DEC. Why is it so? Okay, triangles on the same base. Triangles on the same base DE and between same parallel lines. So this is triangles on same base and between same parallel lines. Okay, so that is why their area is equal. Okay, so this is, I just wanted to tell you. Now, here also I'm just dividing this. So it is area of triangle ADE divided by area of triangle DEC is equal to, it is half into AE into DN divided by half into EC into DN. So DN and DN will cancel out. Half will cancel out. So it comes as AE by EC. AE by EC. Now, if we look at these two, this ratio, area of triangle ADE divided by DEB and area of triangle ADE and DEC. Okay, we know that area of DEB is equal to area of DEC. So that means these should be equal. That means AD by DB is equal to AE by EC. Okay. So this has proved the theorem. This we have proved the theorem. Now we have proved the theorem. So we can continue with the question. I'll just clear this up so that we can work on the next question. The next question states that, so after proving it, they want to prove that AM by MB is equal to AN by NT. Now, this line is parallel. So in triangle ABC, okay, and AML. So they're saying ML is parallel to, line ML is parallel to BC. So what does it mean? That is AM by MB is equal to AL by LC. Okay. Similarly, AL by LC should be equal to AN by ND. Okay, so from this is 1 and this is 2. So this is common. So what does it mean? So from 1 and 2, from 1 and 2, we can say that AM by MB is equal to AN by ND. Okay, this is what we had to prove. Okay, so let's move to the next question now. Find the mean and mode of the following frequency distribution. This is what you have to find out. Okay, first we'll find the mode. Okay, mode is easier. So what, before finding mode, we should know what is the modal class. Okay, modal class is the class which is where the frequency is maximum. So where exactly is the frequency maximum? The frequency is maximum at this place. Frequency is maximum at this place. That means this is the modal class. 30 to 40 is the modal class. Now, what is the formula for mode of group data? Mode is equal to L plus F1 minus F0 divided by 2F1 minus F0 minus F2 multiplied by H. Okay. Now, what is L? L is the lower limit of the modal class. Lower limit of the modal class is 30. So we'll say is equal to 30. F1 is the frequency of the modal class. What is the frequency of the modal class? 20 minus frequency of the previous class. Previous class frequency is, this is F0. So F0 is 15. I'll just write plus 15. This is 15, okay? Divided by 2 times F1, that means 2 times 20 minus F0 is 15 minus F2. F2 is the frequency of the next class, that is 12. And H, 8 is the class size. So 30 to 40. So class size becomes 10. So 40 minus 30, that is the class size, it becomes 10. So it becomes 30 multiplied by 20 minus 15 is 5 divided by, sorry, 20, 30 plus. I'll just clear it up to not create more confusion. So it is 30 plus 20 minus 15 is 5 divided by 40 minus 15 minus 12 multiplied by 10. So it becomes 30 plus 40 minus 15 is 25. 25 minus 12 is 13. So it is 5 by 13 into 10. Or you can say 30 plus 50 by 13. So it is 13 3s are 13, 4s are 52. So 13 3s are 39. 13 3s are 39. It will give 11. 11 and 0, 110. So 11, 110 divided by 13 comes out to be 8. So it comes as 3.84 something. 3.84. So it comes as total 33.84. Okay. Okay, 33.84 or 33.85. Okay, this is the mode which we have computed. Now let's compute the mean here. Okay, so there are multiple methods to compute mean. So which method are we going to use here? Which method are we going to use? Let's see. I like the step deviation method, but I think the step deviation method, they have stopped it. But any which ways, we can use assume mean method or any method we can use. So first of all, for finding the mean, what we are going to do? First, we are going to make the class mark. So we are going to take the class mark, that is xi. So class mark is the mid value of the class, that is 0 plus 10 by 2. So it is 0 plus 10 divided by 2. So comes out to be 5. For this, it comes out to be 15. It comes out to be 25. Here it should be 35. Here it is 45, 55, and 65. Now, among these values, let's assume assumed mean. Okay, let's assume A is equal to, take a middle number. So middle number sums up is 35. And we'll calculate xi minus A. Okay. So xi minus A, it is 5 minus 35. So 5 minus 35 is minus 30. It comes out to be minus 20. It comes out to be minus 10. It comes out to be 0. It comes out to be, it's not minus 0. Okay, it's wrongly written here. It comes out to be 10, 20, and this is 30. So this is xi minus A. And we have considered A is equal to 35. You have to remember this part. Now we'll take a value h so that we can divide the entire equation by that value. So I'll say h is equal to, I'll take it as 10 because everything is divisible by 10. So I'll take h as 10 and I'll calculate ui. Ui is equal to xi minus a divided by h. So when I take h as 10 and dividing this, so it becomes -3, it becomes -2, it is -1, 0, 1, 2, and 3. Now I'm going to calculate fi ui. Okay, so we are going to multiply the frequency with the ui. So it is 8 into -3. 8 into -3 is -24. 7 into -2 is -14. 15 into -1 is -15. 20 into 0 is 0. 12 into 1 is 12. 8 into 2 is 16. And 10 into 3 is 30. Okay, so we are going to compute this value now. Okay, compute this value. This value comes out to be, this is called as sigma fi ui. So basically summation of all fi ui values. So I'll just say 30 minus 24 is 6. So it is 6 is positive. Okay, so let's compute it properly. Okay, we don't want to make any mistakes. So 30 plus 16 plus 12 minus 15 minus 14 minus 24 comes out to be sigma fi ui comes out to be 5. And we want to compute the sigma fi. This is called sigma of fi. This was fi frequency. Sigma fi is 8 plus 7, 15, 15 plus 15, 30, 30 plus 20, 50, 50, 62, 62 plus 8 is 70, and total comes out to be 80. Okay, the 80 members. Now what's the formula for X bar? X bar formula is equal to A plus sigma fi ui divided by sigma fi multiplied by h. Assume mean we consider it as 35 plus sigma fi ui is 5 divided by 80 into h was 10. So it is 10, 8 is 80. So it is 35 plus 5 by 8. So it comes out to be 8, 8 is 8, 5 is a 40, 8, 6 is a 48. So it is 0.86 is a 48, 2, 0. So 8, 2 is a 16, and 8, 5 is a 40.625. So it comes as 35.625. So this is the mean of the data. This is the mean of the data. Okay, so we found mean and mode both. Okay, so let's come to question number 36. So this is the case based. Okay, so the case study based questions. So a school is organizing a grand cultural event to show the talent to its students. To accommodate the guests, a school plans to rent chairs and tables from a local supplier. It finds that rent of each chair is 50, and for table, so chair it is 50, and for table it is 200 rupees. The school spends 30,000 rupees for renting the chairs and tables. Okay, the total number of items, chairs and tables rented are 30. So total items are 300. And okay, so write down a pair of linear equation representing the given information. Okay, this is something which you have to find out. Now let's say chairs rented are X and tables rented are Y. Right, so the first equation comes out to be X plus Y is equal to 300, because they rented out how many chairs and tables, and the total are 300. So X plus Y is equal to 300. Now talking about the cost, so X has costed at 50 rupees, that means 50X plus 200Y, and that should be equal to 30,000. So this is the second linear equation. This is the second linear equation. The first answer is done. So let's go to the second one. Find the number of chairs and number of tables rented by the school. This is what you found. Okay, we have not found the number of tables and number of chairs. So we have to find these values. So let's find here only. So it says X plus Y is equal to 300. So let's divide this equation by 50. So it becomes X plus 4Y is equal to 50 into 6 is 300, 600. Okay, and I'm putting X plus Y is equal to 300. Let's subtract this equation. So minus, minus, minus. It's cancel out. So 4y minus 3y is equal to 3y is equal to 300. That means y is equal to 100. 5 are the tables. 5 are the tables. So that means 100 tables, 100 tables and 200 chairs. 100 tables and 200 chairs were rented out. Okay. So coming to next question. It says, if the school wants to spend a maximum of 27,000 on 300 items, tables and chairs, then find the number of chairs and tables it can rent. Okay. So they want same amount. Okay. The chairs and tables should be same. That means X plus Y should be equal to 300. This is not changing. This is not changing. But the total amount is changing. Total amount is, we'll say 50X plus 200Y is equal, should be equal to 27,000. We should not be exceeding 27,000. So let's divide this equation by 50 again. So it becomes X plus 4Y is equal to, so 50, 5s are 250. 20, 0, 200. So 50 into 4 is 200, comes at 540. Now I'm putting the value of X plus Y is equal to 300. So I'm putting this equation here. This is the first equation and this is the second equation. Okay, let's subtract the equations minus, minus, minus. This will cancel out. So it becomes 3y is equal to 240. So y is equal to 240 divided by 3. So 3 8s are. So that means the tables should be rented as 80. And when you talk about chairs, that is 300 minus 80. It comes as 220. So we should get 220 chair and 80 tables if we want to spend only 27,000 rupees. Okay, let's come to the next one. Okay, so they want to know that what is the maximum number of tables we can take if you are taking renting only tables. So what is the price of table? The price of table is 200 rupees. So I can say 200 into y should be equal to 30,000. So y should be equal to 30,000 divided by 200. Okay, so it comes out as 150. So basically 150 tables and 150 tables and 0 chairs. Okay, so this is something which comes out. Okay, so this question states that Rahul is a lucky charm for his cricket team. Rahul Dravid. Okay. He has a jar of cards with number 10 to 74. Before each match, he draws a card from the jar. If the card bears an even number, the team wins. If the number is even and divisible by 5, then win by a big margin. If the number is an odd number less than 30, they win by a small margin. And if the number is a prime number between 50 and 74, they lose. Okay, answer the following questions. If Rahul draws a card today, what is the probability that Rahul draws a card with an even number? So we need to find out the probability that the card is an even number card. So first of all, we need to find total number of cards from 10 to 74. What is the total number of cards? See, we are including 10 and 74 both. So we'll say 74 minus 10, 74 minus 10, and plus the card number 10 also. So that is plus 1. Plus 1. So 74 minus 10 is 64 plus 1. So total cards are 65 cards. The total 65 cards. Now they want to know what are the even number of cards. So we are including 10 also. Okay, so half of the cards, that is out of 65, from 64 cards, half of the cards are even cards, and the one card is number 10. That is also even. So basically, so 64 divided by 2 plus 1. So that comes out to be 32 plus 1. So that is 33 cards are even cards. Okay. Now they want to know what is the probability of picking an even card. So probability of even card is 33 divided by total number of cards is 65. So 33 by 65 is the probability of drawing an even card from the deck or from the cards 10 to 74. Okay, so coming to the next one. It says, what is the probability that Rahul draws a card with an odd number less than 30? Okay, first of all, it should be odd number and less than 30. So we need to find out how many numbers are less than 30 here. Okay, so see, one way is we'll count because there'll be handful. Okay, so this 11, 13, 15, 19, 21, 23, 25, 27, and 29. These are the cards. So basically 5 and 4, 5 and 4, 9 cards. So 9 divided by total number of cards was 65. So 9 divided by 65 is the probability that the card is a odd number card less than 30. Okay. Now coming to the next one. What is the probability that Rahul draws a card with a prime number between 50 and 74? So first of all, we should know what are the prime numbers between 50 and 74. So if you don't know, then please start writing those numbers. So I'll tell you the numbers are, we should know the prime numbers from 1 to 100. Okay, as part of our training, we do that. But the kids who don't know, I'll just tell what are the numbers which are prime here. So the numbers which are prime, which are above, they want prime number from 50. Okay, 50 above. So 51 is not prime, 52 is not prime, 53 is a prime number. Then we have next number is, I think 59 is a prime number. Then 61 is a prime number. Then we have 67 is a prime number. And then after 61, the 71 is a prime number. Then 73 is a prime number. So these are the prime numbers from 50 to 73. 74. Okay, so this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's 6 prime numbers out of 65 numbers. So 6 by 65 is the probability that Rahul draws a card with a prime number between 50 and 74. Okay, so coming to the next question. What is the probability that Rahul draws a card with an even number divisible by 5? It should be even number divisible by 5. See, the cards are from 10 to 74. Okay, easily you can write from numbers directly. We can compute. If the numbers are big, we can compute. But it is when the numbers are small, we can directly write. So number is 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Okay, once again, they wanted probability that Rahul draws a card. This is an even number divisible by 5. Even number divisible by 5 will be divisible by 10. Even number divisible by will be divisible by 10. So basically 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, and 70. I'll just write it again. I'll just clear it up. So what are the cards? 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, and 70. So these are the cards which are divisible by 10 and they are even also. So they are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There are 7 cards. So 7 out of 65 is the probability of drawing an even card which is divisible by 5. Okay, coming to the next one. Okay, this is another question now. This is the last question of the test. A skilled carpenter decided to craft a special rolling pan for the local baker. He carefully joined 3 cylindrical pieces of wood, 2 small ones on the end and 1 larger one at the center to create a perfect tool. The baker loved the rolling pin as it rolled out to the smoothest dough for breads and pastries. Now they have given the length and the other parameters of it. So they want to know, find the volume of the bigger cylindrical part. They want to know for the bigger cylindrical part. So it's a cylindrical part. And we know that the volume of cylindrical part is pi r square h. Okay, this is the, and we know the radius is given as 3.5. So the diameter is given as 7. So radius comes out to be 3.5. They want it only for bigger one. So that's why we have taken the bigger part. So radius comes out to be 3.5. And we know height. Okay, height, that means the length, it is 12 centimeter. So let's find out the value. So V is equal to, we'll take 22 by 7. We are taking 22 by 7 because radius is given as 3.5. So this pi into 3.5 into 3.5 into h. H is 12. So let's find out 3.5, 2s are 2, 11s are. So it comes out to be 11 into 12 is 132. Multiplied by 3.5. So that will be the volume. So let me just compute it. It is 132 multiplied by 35. Okay, so this value comes out to be 462. So if it is in centimeter, it is centimeter cube because the volume is always in cubes. So please don't forget to write the unit of it. Without the unit, It will not make any sense. So coming to the next question. Find the curved surface area of the bigger cylindrical part. Okay. We only want to know the curved surface area. Now the curved surface area, CSA, is equal to 2 pi r into h. This is the curved surface area of the cylindrical part. Now this we want to know. See, r is, we already know, so we'll just write 2 into 22 by 7. R is 3.5 and h, height, is 12. So we have to compute it. This 3.5 into 2, 3.5 into 2 and 7. So it is 22 into 12. So 22 into 12 comes out to be 264. 264. Okay, so coming to 264 what? Centimeter square, because it is the area. It is the area. Okay, coming to next. Find the ratio of the volume of the bigger cylindrical part to the total volume of the two smaller identical cylindrical parts. So we have to compute the ratio of the bigger cylindrical part to the smaller ones. So these are the smaller ones. Okay. So now the ratio will be, we have to bigger volumes. Okay. So it is pi r square into h is 2. Okay. We want to know the ratio. It is pi r square into h. So we have to take the ratio. So pi will be cancelled out by pi. Okay. Let's find out the r square. So r square here, it is 3.5 into 3.5. That is for bigger one. And h is 12. Okay. And for the smaller one it is r. Our radius is 2.1 divided by 2. 2.1 divided by 2 multiplied by 2.1 divided by 2 into h is 5 centimeter. And there are actually 2. There are actually 2. So let's compute it. So we'll say 2 will cancel out with 2. I'll just say, I can divide it also. So I can write it as 3.5 into 3.5 into 12 divided by, or you can say volume of bigger divided by volume of smaller. Volume of smaller. So volume of bigger divided by volume of smaller cylinder. So 3.5 into 3.5 into 12 divided by 2.1 into 2.1 into 5 divided by 2 into 2. So divide by 2. So basically this 2 will go up. This 2 will go up here. So let's find out. Now it is, we'll cancel out the points. Now 7 3s are 21, 7 5s are 35. 7 3s are 21, 7 5s are 35. 3 4s are 12. Okay. This 5 is going to cancel out with 5. Now it becomes 5 4s are 20, 22s are 5 4s are 20, 22s are 40. So it is 40 divided by 3. The ratio is 40 is to 3. Find the sum of the curved surface areas of the two identical smaller cylinders. So let's find the curved surface area. They could have asked a better question, but they want to find out the curved surface area. So let's find it out. So it is 2 times. First of all, there are 2 curved surface areas and 2 pi r h. So it is 2 into 2 into 22 by 7 into r is 2.1 by 2 into h is 5. Let's compute it. 7 0.3. Okay. 2 is cancelled out with 2. So it becomes 22 into 2 is 44 multiplied by 5 3s are 15. So it is 44 plus into 1.5. It comes out to be 66. 66 centimeter square. Okay. So that finishes the test paper. And I believe you were along with us. In case you have not done the test papers, please do a few question papers, whether with us or whether separately, but do some question papers, because that will be able to gauge that how many marks you're going to get. And second thing is that will give you practice and you will be able to gain marks. Okay. Okay. Thank you. Thanks for watching and happy learning. Bye-bye. Take care.